how to be healthy, okay? How to resist stress. Next session, tips and tricks. I will start with 5, a batch of 5. They are very difficult to understand. So keep a short attention for 5 minutes, because they are not easy to explain. It's close to philosophy in management, okay? There are 5 recommendations. We call that the mindset. Why do we insist on health and mindset? Because you will see, when you will add a business, it will be tough. So if you do not have kind of armor in your head, you will suffer. You will really suffer. But if you have this 10 commandments there, you have a chance. We review the 5. It's quite difficult to understand, but we can discuss that another day. So 5 things. The main reason for human anxiety is thinking without acting. It's there. The main reason for anxiety, and you will face this anxiety, is thinking without acting. And during your life, you will do that all the time. You will think a lot and act less. You will be no more engineer. You will be manager. So you will think and think and think and move your muscle less and less. So what's the problem with this? The problem is technical, chemical. Normally, when your neurons are firing, they produce acetylcholine to contract muscle. Okay. If you think but do not move muscle, you have too much acetylcholine. Acetylcholine, you call that light anxiety. It's oversimplistic, but that's it. So, act more. Act more. Don't forget that you are engineer. Your job will be to make things done to others. Never forget to do things, to move muscle all the time. If you think a lot, but if you do not act enough, you will feel immediately anxiety. It's not fun. First thing. The second one is the brain is slower than life. You receive 4,000 words a minute. You can deal with 1/5. Stop complaining about having too much work to do. Don't be a perfectionist. Start with what's important, finish when golfing time is starting. So the brain is slow, you will never finish your day. And it's especially difficult for you. You are top engineers. So you will try to finish. In management and business, no way. Okay? Your life is a draft. No occasion to make it square. That's 2. Learn to be slightly disappointed is like to say, don't be a perfectionist. Accept life as it is. The best definition of intelligence is the capacity to enjoy life as it is. So it's the idea to life is life. It's too fast. It's not possible to finish. So you should, and you will be disappointed. But it should not impact your happiness. Okay. Next one. The reality is never good or bad. All emotions appear in your head. So I repeat. In a normal business day, and most of your day will be normal. So, the reality is never good or bad. All the emotion you will feel, it's internal chemistry. Internal chemistry. So always think, there is no evil or good outside. The reality is the reality. It's a kind of theater, it's like this. Don't be emotional for a normal business day. The reality is never good or bad. You can predict nearly everything. I don't speak about catastrophic situation. I don't speak about big crisis. But just think about, no, there is absolutely no crisis. Just a change, and you adapt to the change. So don't be emotional. Facing a normal business day. Next one. It's a little bit more difficult to understand. Yes. There is no happiness outside the moment and the eternity. There is no happiness, no serenity, no calm between the second or the eternity. Chemically, a real number 9 can cope only with 2 units of time. I'm here and now, or I will live for 1,000 years. If you try to be in this class, thinking about yesterday and thinking about tomorrow, you force the frontal system to work with 3 units of time, and that's a mess. The frontal lobe doesn't like it at all. So the discipline, the mindset is, you are in this class, it's not my fault. You decide to be here, okay? So you are here, and we don't care what will happen this afternoon. We don't care what yesterday. But when you will get out of the class, please live as you have 1,000 years and reconsider, should I come back this afternoon? So that's the idea. With brain surgeon, it's a very, very, very serious training for us. So when we are at bedside with the young patient, from there, we should plan the operation, decide the part of the brain we will remove. At that moment, we are God. We will live 1,000 years in this situation. We have the time to decide. But once we are in the operation room, removing the brain, we are a machine. Forgetting totally the patient, just here and now, focusing on the second. If something unexpected happens, we stop everything. We go in another mindset, eternity. Okay? So it's a discipline of very strong. You will have to apply this in your business life all the time. You are at the file with a customer. You don't care anything else. You focus, you concentrate. And at the end, again you think, should I work for this company? You understand that? This breath between focus and reconsider everything. The last one, it's about your ambitions. You are in this class, so I suppose you want to master things, an MBA. Okay. The problem is dopamine system, the dopamine system. You should know that the only point when we are happy, it's when you possess what you have. This is the only situation when you feel a low level of dopamine and a high level of serotonin in your blood. We can measure that. High level of serotonin, it's happiness. You feel of serenity. But you come to that chemical level in your blood when you desire what you have. You are a monk, okay? You desire what. This is the only way to be happy. The problem is that human nature is not like this. You want what you do not have. You want to have a degree, you want to attend a class, you want another girlfriend. So you really want what you do not have. And that's unhappiness. We call that kind of tension. And this tension is due to nature that gives us a sugar when we move. We call that dopamine. So it's up to you to decide, and we will see that in career planning, the job you want, your ambition. Do you want to run your own business? Not at all. Thank you, Professor George. I will be a good salary person. To renounce. Say, no. My climb rate is 10%. I want to increase my salary and net asset by 10%. Thank you. I'm happy with that. I will stop gaining more money once I get 3,000 euro net per month. That's enough for me. Okay, set up limits. Because you will see in business, you will receive a lot of objectives. Okay, we will trigger your dopamine system and you will burn out. We will burn you out. We will burn you out. So please be very, very careful for that.